For a vast majority, this intro would be considered iconic, all for one simple reason. Popular MMOs was a huge part of our childhood, from his mod showcase videos to his infamous challenge game series. Pat was able to make any video he made entertaining, which begs the question, what happened to Pat's channel? To fully understand what happened to Pat, we have to start at the very beginning, or more specifically, May 8th, 2012, his very first video. This video is called RuneScape Gameplay, First Look, In-Depth, HD, Part 1. This video was extremely basic, with no editing, choppy gameplay, and also a very monotone voice. However, this laid the foundation of Pat's love for MMO games.
If you decide you don't like how you look, you can always change it later, so it's not really a big deal. Let's come up with the character name. I'm just gonna go with Popular MMOs.
He would continue to play MMO games such as Elina, Terra, and Rift, until he would upload a new different type of video on June 14th, 2012, called Minecraft Classic Gameplay, First Look, In-Depth. This game quickly proves to have an effect on Pat, deviating from his usual MMO games to a blocky sandbox game.
This isn't the usual kind of game that I make a video of, obviously, because I usually just do MMORPGs. But this game actually, it seemed so cool that I thought that I would do a video on it anyway.
At this point, he would start to upload more and more Minecraft content, to a point where he would actually make more Minecraft videos than MMO videos. Within the same year, Pat's girlfriend Jen would start to join him in his videos, and while they sound slightly depressed, this would add substance to his videos, making them enjoyable to watch, creating an infamous dynamic duo. Keep this in mind, as this is extremely crucial later on.
Hey, what's up guys? It is Pat and welcome to our Skyblock series. So today I have with me my girlfriend Jen.
Hey guys.
Fast forward to the beginning of 2013, Pat would make the ultimate decision to solely make Minecraft content, as his World of Warcraft videos were barely able to pull 10,000 views, while his Minecraft videos pulled hundreds of thousands. This play worked in his favor, as around a year later, he had amassed 1 million subscribers, and 4 months later, he had reached 2 million. At this point, Popular MMOs was a household name, as Pat's channel was pulling just as much views as channels like PewDiePie and DanTDM. Series such as his mod showcases, challenge games, and Minecraft minigames had skyrocketed his channel, reaching his goal he had stated so long ago in his 300k Q&A video.
What is your goal with YouTube? Of course, to get more popular, more viewers, and just get better, I think that's everyone's goal though with YouTube.
Pat's life would seem to get even better as a year later in 2015, Pat would marry Jen. While this may seem like amazing news, this would later become a major factor of his channel's decline. 2 years later, Pat and Jen would end up buying their own house. Around this time, Pat would have Jen in nearly all of his videos, creating an unstoppable dynamic duo. In a way, Popular MMOs couldn't exist without GamingWithJen. One would think a channel like this would continue to grow and become the next PewDiePie or Markiplier, right? Well, 2018 would prove this to be false. While the first half of 2018 yielded great results, roughly 231 million views a month, the second half sliced that in half, giving his channel roughly 127 million views a month. Even though that is still a ton of views, it's possible fans had started to suspect something being wrong, and then it happened, the event that self-destructed Pat's channel. On May 25th, 2019, Pat posted a video on his channel called "We Are Breaking Up." This video was shocking to most fans, as most thought this duo was unstoppable, but ultimately, Jen wanted kids, and Pat did not. However, Pat and Jen did handle the video very professionally, even mentioning that they would continue recording together, which they did. It seemed while a friendship was off the table, a strong friendship between the two could still be possible.
We've been asked about a million times.
Do we want to have kids?
Jen does want to have kids. I do not want to have kids.
And that's a big issue because that's something that's really important to me.
Yeah, and we both deserve to be happy in life,
Yeah.
and do the things that we want to do.
While Pat's monthly views had certainly dropped, for the next year, Pat and Jen would continue to upload as normal, like two good friends. That is until March 13th, 2020, when warning signs for his channel would be announced. He would upload a video called "We Really Need to Talk." In this video, He discussed the lack of Jen on his channel, or more specifically, other women being used in place of Jen, in some of his other videos, such as both Haley's and Elina. However, Pat failed to realize that he had cultivated a very loyal fan base that loves him. However, they also love Jen, and considering she has been there from basically the beginning, in the eyes of fans, popular MMOs can't exist without Gaming with Jen, which is the real reason his channel had such a swift downfall, as the lack of Jen would become more apparent over time.
When Jen doesn't record with me, there's people that are like, why doesn't Pat want to record with Jen for this video? Here's the thing, guys, we don't live together anymore, and we're both completely happy with that. But of course it makes it harder to record. We both have our own lives.
On May 30th, 2020, Pat uploaded his video called I'm So Upset, which showcased how much Jen truly meant to Pat's audience, as some people had gone as far as sending Elina death threats. Surprisingly, 4 days later, Pat brought Jen into a video called Jen Talks About Elina. In this video, Jen addresses the horrible death threats towards Elina, obviously saying people went too far. However, the extreme measures Pat went to protect his relationship would soon be rendered useless, as Elina turned out to be a completely different person than Pat could have imagined. In a now privated video called Elina is a Liar, Pat addressed the numerous lies Elina had spread about him, primarily discussing her lack of empathy, and more importantly, her denial of dating him period, which would seem extremely false, as anyone who has watched his content would agree they were definitely together. In another privated video called Is Elina a Gold Digger, Elina would proceed to stoop even lower, stating, "No woman would ever put up with you if you weren't this rich." Which is honestly just straight up brutal, man. Fast forward to May 7th, 2021, Pat would get a new girlfriend, Liz. Shortly after this, Elina would post a tweet stating, "Pat abuses women," which was surprisingly liked by Jen, which led people to seriously judge his character, until later on in the same day, when Jen would tweet about the situation stating, "I do not use Twitter regularly, and when I was messaged about all this drama, I went on to see what was being said, and by accident, I liked a tweet that is now being seen in a poor manner. Pat never, in the 10 years we were together, laid a hand on me. I just want to say this because I feel that Pat is being unfairly portrayed. I apologize for adding more smoke to the fire, and I do not want to get involved. But do not believe everything you hear from people who know nothing of the situation." Shortly after this, a mugshot of Pat would be supposedly uncovered, being arrested for domestic abuse. However, at the time, it was unclear if this was actually real or fake, as his weight was listed as 0 pounds. And, Pat is built like an M1A2 Abrams battle tank, so yeah. Pat would proceed to dox Elina on Twitter, stating, "Don't believe everything you hear. I will need to address the false accusations soon. And Elina, thanks for leaking my address and harassing me and Liz when she told you to stop posting about her and you refused. Oops, here's yours." Leaks entire address? Dang, son. In all seriousness, Pat was most certainly in the wrong here. Even more so when it was discovered that Pat was actually arrested. To put it in more PG terms, Pat and Liz were doing the, Devil's Tango? Liz bit him, and well, yeah, they both got arrested. On a good note, they both ended up dropping charges, and people quickly forgot about it. However, even though Pat was forgiven in the eyes of the public, his channel had become so tarnished at this point that there wasn't really any coming back. Around this time, Jen had stopped uploading with Pat completely, likely due to all the drama and living her life with her new husband, Andy. Also, Pat's content had deviated so heavily that at least half of his content had turned into IRL videos, leaving behind only the true fans. But what if I told you that Pat could have avoided all of this entirely? Well, I'm sure you're probably wondering how, and it's really simple actually. He shouldn't have married Jen. Don't get me wrong, this is not me saying this is Jen's fault at all. Jen's main reason for leaving the relationship was her desire to start a family. However, in her 1 million Q&A, when asked if they were going to have children, she hesitantly says no.
Question number 3, are you going to have children?
No.
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 While I don't think Jen is at fault, I do think that she should have recognized the need in her life and looked for a partner that could fulfill that need. Speaking of needs, I would love for y'all to hit that subscribe button so I could have some gas money. Please. In conclusion, the journey of Popular MMO's channel has been a roller coaster of highs and lows, ultimately leading to its downfall. What began as a dynamic and engaging gaming channel that resonated with millions of fans, unfortunately, faced numerous challenges along the way. The shift in content, the impact of personal life changes, and the evolving landscape of online entertainment all played pivotal roles in the decline. One thing is for sure though, even though Pat didn't want kids, he most definitely raised millions of us.